Imagine a couple, they're both 66. They've just retired, and for years they've talked about all the places they want to see: Alaska, Italy, the national parks, maybe taking their grandkids to Disney. And now they finally have the time, and they've saved the money. They have large investment accounts. But every time they start planning the trip, one of them asks the same question: can we really afford this? Not because they don't have money, because they don't know whether spending it today could create problems 10 or 15 or even 20 years from now. And before this video is over, I'm going to show you a simple shift that allows some retirees to spend 10 or 20,000 a year on travel without wondering if they're making a mistake. So this couple, they wait to do vacations. Maybe next year, they tell themselves. Maybe after the market settles down. Maybe after they know a little more. And sometimes that next year never comes. I've met retirees with plenty of money who still struggle to spend it, not because they're cheap, but because they don't have confidence. Will our income last? Will we run out of money? What if healthcare costs are higher than we expect? What if one of us needs long-term care? Until all those questions are answered, every vacation feels like a risk. Every dollar spent feels like a dollar taken away from the future. So every trip becomes a debate. Should we do it? Shouldn't we? Can we really afford it? The answer isn't having more money. It's giving every dollar a purpose. Let me explain. First, determine your burn rate. How much monthly income do you actually need once the paychecks stop? Then build an income plan that's going to replace your bottom line expenses. Next comes healthcare, then taxes, then legacy. Only after all those jobs have been assigned, and you know how you're going to take care of them, do we start talking about travel. Because planning doesn't restrict your choices. Planning creates choices. That's where the framework we use in our firm, Give Every Asset a Job, comes in. Instead of looking at one giant pool of money, just account balances, we like to assign every dollar a purpose. And one of those purposes might be a fun bucket. Let's say you decided you wanted $20,000 a year for travel during the first 10 years of retirement to take advantage of those go-go years when you're going to be the most healthy that you're ever going to be. Every year that money moves into your checking account, just like clockwork. And there's only one rule. Most of my clients are okay with this. Spend it. Maybe your number is 20,000. Maybe it's 10,000. Maybe it's 5,000. The number isn't the important part. The purpose is. Those dollars were assigned one job: create experiences. Otherwise, they'd probably become just an account balance someone inherits someday. Now the question changes. Instead of asking, can we afford this trip? You're asking, where do we want to go next? Because the decisions was already made. The money already had its job. I don't want my clients reaching age 80 and saying, we should have taken that trip. We always thought we'd do it next year. The go-go years don't last forever. Travel becomes harder. Energy changes. Opportunities change. Experiences have a season. Now let's go back to the couple we started with. Nothing about their finances changed. What changed was their confidence. Their income had a job. Their healthcare had a job. Taxes, legacy, and their fun bucket had a job: create memories. Now they weren't deciding whether they could afford Alaska. They were deciding whether to visit Alaska or Italy. If you're wondering whether you've truly given yourself permission to enjoy retirement, that's exactly what we explore during a retirement review. We'll help you determine whether your income and taxes and healthcare and investments are working together so you can spend with confidence, not guilt. Most retirement mistakes come from blind spots people never knew to look for. A retirement review is designed to find yours. The link is below. See you next time.